Start. Okay, so nakita niyo na po yung magiging topic natin for tonight, no? Love and ito yung matindi, sacrifice. So, at this very moment, buwan ng Pebrero ngayon. Okay? Most of the time, pagka sinasabing buwan ng Pebrero, ito yung tinatawag nilang buwan daw ng pag-ibig. Well, however, let us think about this for a moment, mga kapatid. Kasi tingnan nyo, okay? Listen to this, mga kapatid. Pag sinabi bang love, puro feelings lang. What do you think about that? Kasi if we think that love is just a feeling, mali po yung perspektibo natin. So tatalakayin po kasi natin ngayon about this session for tonight. Let us think about this for a moment. Bakit love? Bakit sacrifice? Wait lang, ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Guys, mga kapatid, in this topic, I'm not talking about yung romantic relationship dito. We will go back to the basics here, which is biblical way. Kasi i-revisit natin yung mismong salita ng ating Lord. Okay? Bakit nagka-connecta yung love dyan sa topic na yan? Paghandog, pag-aalay, ano bang ibig ipahiwatig? So, at this point, let us revisit this passage. John chapter 15 verse 13. John chapter 15 verse 13. So, ganito ang sinabi ng ating Panginoon. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friend. Ang pinakadakilang pagmamahal ay makikita saan daw? Sa pag-aalay ng sariling buhay ng isang tao para sa mga kaibigan. Sir, ano pong ibig niyo pong sabihin? Magpapakamatay po ba ako? Hindi po naman ganun siguro. But then, think about this for a moment. No? Kasi, when it comes on love, especially God's love for us, and we must have to do what is right, dahil nga sabi naman ng Lord, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. May kalakip itong cost. Lalo na pagka sinasabi na go and make disciples, sabi nga ng Lord, di ba? Ano bang ibig ipahiwatig dito sa mga salitang ito ng ating Panginoon? And as far as we go on to finish this, ano kaya ang may reflect ito sa buhay ng bawat isa? So, repeat this passage, no? John chapter 15 verse 13. Ang pinakadakilang pagmamahal ay makikita sa pag-aalay ng sariling buhay ng isang tao para sa mga kaibigan. Sa ibang salin, ganito naman ang pagkakasabi. Ang pinakadakilang pag-ibig na maaaring taglayin ng sinuman para sa kanyang mga kaibigan ay ang ialay ang kanyang buhay para sa kanila. Well then, kung makikita po natin sa history, ang daming tao, regardless kung mahirap man o mayaman, kapag ka nasa gipit or anuman, they are doing everything to protect them. Even it cost their lives, their properties, you name it. Bakit may cost of discipleship pa ba? Di ba nga sabi ng ating Lord sabi ng ating Lord, lang sino man gustong sumunod sa Kanya, kalimutan ng naukol sa Kanyang sarili, pasanin ang Kanyang krus at sumunod sa Kanya. So, dyan na po papasok yan. Kasi, alam nyo, let's face it, although pinagpapala tayo ng Lord, no? Wala po tayong question dyan. Talagang pinagpapala tayo ng Panginoon. And yet, huwag nating asahan na yung tunay na buhay ay dito sa lupang ito. Kasi at the end of the day, when we die, hindi po natin madadala hindi natin madadala sa afterlife itong mga bagay na meron tayo dito, yung mga fame na meron tayo. Kung may honor ka man, hindi natin madadala sa langit yan. ni hindi nga ito requirement para ang tao ay maligtas. We were called to take up their cross daily, deny themselves, and follow Christ. Kung papansinin niyo po yung mga passages sa Bible, I hope nakikita niyo po ngayon sa screen ngayon, whoever finds his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Whoever does not take his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Grabe yung mga point ng Lord dito eh. At ano daw yung dahilan ng pagparito ng Panginoon noong 2,000 years ago? Even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Grabe ang kanyang mga pahayag dito. Kahit yung John 3:16 mismo, for God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son. Take note the word He gave. Mga kapatid, hindi po yun basta-basta. Yung tipong alam mong yung kanyang kaluhalatian bilang kapantay ng Ama sa pagka-Diyos, isinantabi niya yon para sa atin. It doesn't matter. Bakit? Kasi nga, we are wretched, we are sinful in nature, araw-araw tayo nadadapa. Araw-araw tayo nagkakamali, nagkakasala. We are sinful in nature. That's why, on the right time, 2,000 years ago, God became man in the person of Christ. Because of His greatest love to us, kahit hindi tayo karapat-dapat, isinantabi niya ang kanyang divine prerogatives at siya'y naging tao. Maski man ang Romans 5:8, God shows His love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Kaya kung babalikan natin, yes, it's true na pinagpapala tayo ng Lord. Pero there are times na makakaranas tayo ng mga trials. It's either sa pagsubok man, discipline, whatever it is, kung ano man circumstances yan. Because we are living in the fallen world. Now, if we think ang pagmamahal sa Panginoon ay parang yung tipong parang love mo yung parents mo, okay naman yung love sa parent, pero di ba nga sabi, hindi yung dapat higit pa doon. Kasi dapat si Lord ang pinakauna sa lahat dyan. At higit sa lahat, at this point mga kapatid, love is not just a feeling. Love, according to scriptures, is also an action and also a sacrifice as well. Yung tipong you are willing to sacrifice your own para sa kabutihan ng lahat. Yan ang ginawa ng Panginoon eh. Kaya nga, kung papansinin natin yung passage kanina, anong ibig sabihin nito? Take note, I'm not talking about romantic relationship here. Okay? Baka magsasabi, ay ganito, ay ganyan. Listen, we are talking about the biblical basis here. Kasi, sabi ng Lord, na ang greatest act ng pagmamahal ay to sacrifice one's life for another. Isipin natin yung mga sundalo, for example. Okay, nagkaroon ng war. Ngayon, dahil alam ng isang sundalo na ang dami nila at dapat makatakas na yung mga kasama niya, at this point of time, walang isip-isip na kung ano-ano. Wala nang doubt, kumbaga, he's willing to lay down his life for his own country. How much more pa sa love ng Lord na ipinakita sa atin 2,000 years ago? This means that giving one's life for another is a greater act of love than providing food for him, giving him a family, being nice to him, or being honest, helpful, or whatever. Self-sacrifice to the point of death is the greatest act of love. And take note mga kapatid, the Lord Himself practiced what He preached. Kaya nga tingnan nyo, yung comment ng Lord about following His commands, loving others, being humble, and so forth, mean that laying down one's life is an attitude as well as an action. Kasi, pati man yung sinasabi na love your neighbor as you love yourself, even yung sinabi niya love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, kasama yan. Christ Himself washed the feet of His disciples. Take note, hari ng mga hari, Panginoon ng mga Panginoon, hinugasan niya mismo yung paa ng kanyang mga disipulo. Listen, Christian love is not meant to be quote-unquote saved up and exhibited only in grand gestures. Truly, loving others by quote-unquote laying down one's life means abiding in the love of Christ in a consistent moment-by-moment approach. In short, whatever we do, dapat nakatatak ang pagmamahal ng Diyos. Kung ano yung ginagawa natin, kung anong iniisip natin, kung anong pagtrato sa ating kapwa, nakasalalay po dyan yung love ng Lord na dapat yan na may demonstrate to sa bawat isa sa atin. Kasi there's no greater being than God. God alone is the greatest one. And there's simply no greater love than that which God has for the world. And there is no greater sacrifice than Jesus taking upon himself the punishment for the sins of the world by dying the most gruesome death on the cross. Through the person of Christ, he displayed the greatest love on mankind by making the greatest sacrifice. But we all know that love cannot be forced. If I freely give my love to someone, they have to be willing to receive it. I can force my love on them. We cannot force others. Kasi, pagmamahal kasi, hindi po siya persahan. Biruin mo sasabihin ka, I love you so much and because of that, I will force you to love me. Hindi ganun. And take note, when it comes on God's love to us, hindi lang po yung tipong, I love you so much, then that's it. Kasi sabi nga, if you love someone, isaalang-alang mo ang kabutihan ng tao. At yan yung ipinamalas ng ating Panginoon na kahit makasalanan tayo, kahit nadadapa tayo, kahit ganon yung mga nangyayari, kahit lagi tayong sablay sa buhay, and yet God gives us chances. And through the power of the Holy Spirit, lagi niyang pinapaalala sa atin na bumalik tayo sa Kanya. Alalahanin natin yung pagmamahal na Kanyang binigay. Kaya na, mga kapatid, gusto kong tapusin ito sa isang paalala para sa ating lahat. Not only to all of you, but also to myself as well. Ang love ay hindi lamang puro parang kung ano-ano lang na lamang napapakinggan natin. Yung tipong meron pa nga tayo narinig na kanta na kapag tumibok daw ang puso, wala nang magagawa kundi sundin ito. Enough on that kind of nonsense, kapatid. Love, by definition, according to the Bible, is not just what we are saying. It is also what we are doing and how we must have to do something else para sa kabutihan ng tao kahit alam natin na may sacrifice pang mangyayari. Why? Christ himself already demonstrated it to us 2,000 years ago. And it is up to every one of us, lalo na sa mga tao, kung tatanggapin nila yung libreng regalo o hindi. Ikaw bilang isang Kristiyano, pakinggan mo ito as I will go to finish this. Love is not just what we are saying, I love you Lord, I love you Lord. Ang dami nagkiklaim yan. Pero di ba sabi niya, kung mahal natin siya, sundin natin siya. Sikapin natin. For the meantime, ito pong challenge ko sa bawat isa sa atin. Especially when we share the gospel message. The gospel is about Christ. We were His disciples. At marapat lamang na gawin natin ang nararapat for the sake of His glory and for the good of the people around us. It's not about us. Hindi naman ito tungkol sa atin, mga kapatid. Ito po ay tungkol lamang po sa Panginoon na nagbigay buhay sa atin. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about us. Listen. When Christ demonstrated His love for us, He already proved that. Kapatid, Ayon sa scripture, huwag magmahal ng puro satsat lang, kundi gawin ito ng mayroong katotohanan. And whatever we do, whatever we say, anuman po yung mga sitwasyon natin sa buhay, lagi po nating alalahanin na may Diyos na naging tao, nanahan sa sangkatauhan, at inalay niya ang kanyang buhay upang tayo maligtas. This month of February, nawa, yan po ang dapat po nating pakatandaan. Kasi, ngayon sa ating kultura, iba ng definisyon ng pagmamahal. Pero ngayon, nawa malinawan tayo. Love, according to God, is not just a word only, but also a call on action for the good of all and for the sake of His glory. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for listening. At nawa, matutunan po natin at may reflect natin sa ating sarili. At nawa, may demonstrate natin, mapagsikapan natin na ang pagmamahal ay hindi lamang para kung ano-ano lang. Ating alalahanin ang turo ng ating Panginoon, may kinalaman dyan. Good day to all of you. Maraming salamat. God bless.